What's going on, YouTube? I got another build for you guys. By no means is this the best build in the game, and this is not a comp build, but this is a build to have fun with, whether you want to use him in the rec, in the park, where else, in the theater. In ones, he's really good. I'm not going to say really good. He's really just a pure offensive build. So he's really good offensively, but he has no defense. But he can also move laterally, because this year lateral movement, your lateral speed, lateral quickness, is tied to speed. So you can stay in front of somebody, but you're not going to be getting steals. You're not going to be doing nothing defensively. This is just a build to have fun with and find different ways to score, use different moves and all that. It's not a comp build. If you want a comp build, look at our other build videos. But for now, let's get into it. So you want to make a point guard. You want to put him 6'4", 209 with a 7-foot wingspan. So first, you want to bring the drive and dunk up to a 90. This will give you, I believe, precision dunker on gold. So like I said, we're just having fun. We're just going for contact dunks, and precision dunker will help you make those skilled dunks using the meter. Then you want to bring your midi up to a 90. This will help you make all those fades from midi. This year, 3-point, people say they shoot better with a 78 than a 95. So the lower, I'm not going to say the lower the better, but you don't really need a high 3 ball to really hit like that. So we put that up at an 88. Pass accuracy, we're not worried about, because this isn't a build that we're sitting here trying to be comp with. We're not trying to pass the ball and hit every spot. So we bring our ball handle to a 92. This will get us the tier 2 dribble moves like Trae Young. The only thing you won't have is Steve Francis, but I'll show you guys at the end how to edit the build so where you can get Steve Francis. Speed with ball, I put it at an 85, which once again, I'm gonna show you all the changes I would make to this build at the end, because this doesn't give you Kyrie's dribble style. This only gives you like tier 2 one. So there are some changes that you can make with this build, and I'll show you guys my personal changes I would make, and then the personal changes that you can make if you're trying to make a comp build. But after that, you see we're already at a 93, so we don't got that much more to go. We're gonna go 85 speed. Acceleration, there's a lot going on about acceleration this year. I put it at an 87, and that's because an 87 gives you gold speed booster, which does help you move faster. I don't know the exact numbers. I don't know if 2K Lab dropped a video on that, but I put it at an 87 just for gold speed booster. Strength, I think we're gonna leave that at a 45 for now. Vertical, I put it at an 80 for those contact dunks, just so we can get up more. When we put our stamina to a 99. So I still have 2 things to play around with. 2 things, 2 more potential overall, I guess. I don't know what word to use to play around with. I don't know why I'm acting like I haven't played 2K before, but yes, I had to cut and think of what these were called, attribute points. So with my last 2 attribute points, I think I put strength at a 47. What else did we change? We moved free throw up 1, and oh, I'm bugging, I put my post control up as well at a 75 for post fade phenom. So if you want to be scoring out of the post, that's why I put that there as well. And something is still missing. What else is missing? We put, well, honestly, this is pretty similar to what I had. I think, oh, right here, I put my pass accuracy up a little bit more just to be safe, just to get a little bit better pass accuracy when I'm playing in the rec. Because yes, I still am a point guard, and I still do pass with this build, and a 66 is perfectly fine. Obviously, I'm not making the fastest passes or the most contested passes, but a 66 is perfectly fine. You don't, if you're just trying to have fun, or you're not trying to be a comp build, but you're still trying to be able to play, 66 pass actually is perfectly fine. 55 perimeter defense, you're not going to be clamping up, but if you're playing in the rec, you're going to be able to hide behind everybody else, as long as you know how to play defense and force the ball handler into other people. Also, if you're playing this build as comp, you also will most likely be playing with a comp lock, so you won't even be guarding ball. So perimeter defense, none of these defensive stats even matter, because you wouldn't have to get rebounds. You would be just standing in the corner playing that corner man. But if you're playing against a team of 2 guards or somebody who's cutting, it could be an issue, but you're just going to have to outscore them shooting threes, which comes down to a team thing. 84 is really all you need to throw down pretty well, and safe dunks as well. So as long as you put on the right animations. One of the most underrated dunk packages in this game is Latrell Sprewell. That's the one that I have on my comp build, and I can tell you that's really all you need. So also, if you're trying to make a comp, bring the MIDI down to an 82. Now you only need an 82, or well, I only put it at an 82 for guard up on gold. I think that's a good badge to have if you bring it down one. Actually, damn, I'm bugging. Oh, because I brought I'm tripping. I brought my 3-point shot up, which allowed me to get guard up. So honestly, you can bring down your MIDI even more, or you can leave it. If you do bring your MIDI down, let's see what we can change. Honestly, we can slap it on, well, not perimeter. That doesn't help either. Honestly, go ahead, slap it on perimeter, and we'll do strength, I guess. Sure, just so you're not getting bullied, I guess. Where were we at? 3-point shot, only this high. Like I said before, you really don't need the highest, but only this high for better jump shots. So if you really want to, but really honestly, my comp build has an 86, and I still get pretty good jump shots. Are the ones that you really only need. People are out here shooting with 75, so you don't really need the best jump shots, the best graded, but defensive immunity and release speed are going to be towards the higher grades with the higher rating that you have. Pass accuracy at a 78. This is really all you need. You really don't need higher unless you really want bailout, but as a comp guard, you really shouldn't be using bailout. That's just my personal opinion. Ball handle at a 95. That's going to give you Steve Francis. That gives you handles for days on Hoff, and ankle breaker Hall of Fame as well. So with Steve Francis, we all know that's the best SIG in the game. I was going to say OP, but best SIG in the game is going to get you open. It's going to make you moving real fast, along with the 90 speed with ball, and that gives you Kyrie dribble style, and that's also going to have you moving real fast. With a 65 perimeter defense, it doesn't give you no badges besides ankle braces and off-ball pass. But like I said, you're playing comp, you got a comp lock, or you're playing fives, you could just hide in the zone in the corner, and that's all you need. I don't think I changed any of these. Like I said, acceleration, kept that at 87 to get that speed booster. Speed at an 85 just to have us moving fast laterally, just in case. Strength, I just move that up like you saw, just so I'm not getting bullied. Stamina, obviously. Invert, obviously. 75 is all you really need for some good packages. One thing I forgot to mention is that with standing dunk, if you're driving to the rim and then you pause, obviously, and then you go up, you can get standing dunks, especially with a 6'4 guard with only a 50 standing dunk. So that's why I left it at a 50. I think the 45 is what they say to put it at. But if you don't want driving dunk and you're trying to make the build comp and you just want layup and standing dunk, you can bring your standing dunk up even more and just have layup, because scoop layups, all those pro layups, euro step spins are all OPs. But usually for some reason the meta, I guess, for comp guards is to shoot threes, and they just don't even drive, so you really wouldn't even be a finisher. But if you're like me and you make a comp build and you still like to finish, you can bring your driving dunk down and just put standing dunk up as well as layup. I think about a 83 layup should get you some good packages to where you can do scoops and all that. I know Trey Young has a good one. I think that's a 80 something. I'm gonna have to do some research, but
that is. I have to do some research when I get done with this interview. It's crazy. I gotta get on the internet. I gotta look at that. I gotta go do some research and check that out. I gotta do some research for him. A lot of shit. I ain't gonna lie.
It's an 80 something, but yeah. So that's why I had standing dunk at a 50. But now we're moving on to the build just to have better SIGs at the 6'4". So if you're trying to just have better SIGs and you're in the part of the community where you just like dribbling like me, put the ball handle at a 95 because that gives you Steve Francis. Obviously everybody wants Steve Francis. Pause. And speed with ball will give you that Kyrie Irving dribble style, which is what everybody's using as well. So these are really the main two factors to getting the best SIGs right here, 95 and 90. And then yeah, I pretty much didn't change much from the comp build, but I got one attribute point left over, not really anywhere to put it, honestly. Oh yeah, the build I was trying to have fun with is what we were doing. So I would bring my standing dunk all the way down. I had my midi up more, but I'm not going to be able to get that, so you're going to have to make a sacrifice. Honestly, 83 is fine, so I'll put, where's post fade phenom? Yeah, well, you can honestly change if you want to be shooting out the post. At 6'4", you should probably be taking more off the dribble shots, so I'd put your midi up more than anything, or more than midi up more than post control, because you can honestly still hit post fades. You really don't need post fade phenom. It's not the end all be all. But yeah, if you're trying to get the best sigs and you're still trying to have fun with the build, this is something I would make. It's not the best product, but yeah, this just gives you the best sigs, Steve Francis and Kyrie Irving. But that's all I got for you guys. I'm gonna be dropping a lot more content, especially more builds and more dribble tutorials. I just made this build like I just showed you guys, just so I can give you some more dribble moves and dribble tutorials. But I'm gonna be in the builder. I'm gonna always explain the build on how to use it and the changes that you can make. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. So like, comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.